What is up, YouTube? It is your boy Jad here from Puma Plow playing some more lawn mowing simulator. It's been a little bit, but ready to jump back in and, you know, mow some lawns. Anyway, let's get to it. By the way, they called for a board up company for 13 sheets of plywood. Just so you know.
Wonder what for.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, that's gotta be expensive.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a lot of plywood.
That's a lot of plywood. No, go back. How do I go back? Back. I need to find Buddy a job, don't I? We'll take that one. Sure. Let's get Buddy a job here too. I have forgotten how to play this game. It's been like 2 weeks, you know?
Yeah.
Or something. It's been a while. It actually has been a minute. Trent, that episode was fantastic, was it not? Prove me wrong. Great. It's crazy, man. People just don't realize how they're being played so hard in that game right now. It's so funny to me. What's up? Welcome in. Welcome to Lawn Mowing Sim. Oh, we're doing this one again? Oh. This is the one where Carson convinced me that I could steer with my joysticks. Rocks, Tomcat, welcome in, guys. Okay, that's right. I can't play with. I gotta run a keyboard and mouse for this part. Let me know if you guys see anything to pick up. Hey, there's something. Yeah, she did finally. Forgot my field of view is so messed up in this game too. Welcome on in. How's it going, guys? Welcome to some lawn mowing sim. This is actually the same one we played last time, but that's okay. I feel like that's okay. How many are we looking for? 8? 3 of 8. My field of view is so jacked up right now. But you kind of have to have it this way to see the zero turn.
Look like you're playing Quake Pro mode on Minecraft.
What should
green
my
screen on over your right shoulder? There's a little clip of your green screen.
like Ollie George?
There's a dot.
Hang on, it'll get worse. Why is it like that? I don't know what's going on there, Carson. I'll.
Yeah, look at it. See if it changes.
Hey, you know what? You know what, Carson?
Desk.
I don't know what it's seeing.
Hold your hand back up to your camera.
I fixed it, didn't I? Like that. My immersion.
Yeah, just look at it. Just look at it. Fixed it.
I was looking if there was something back there that was seeing. Thank you, Carson. And there was. Oh. Oh, goodness. Verizon sucks 160p and barely working. Steven, I'm sorry. Chat, have you guys seen any more of these things? I'm lost. I'm not lost, but you know. There should be more things. We need to find more things. I'm not seeing them. There's one. Hello. 2 more.
Let's run out of tractors. They're all on course play.
Are we really?
Except for the 1050s.
Carson is still on farm stuff right now, chat, working in the map from stream earlier. Is this game worth buying? I mean, if you're into mowing lawns. Chat, there's 2 more things. Where are they? Hello, Leonard. Hello? Chat, I can't find these things. There's 2 more. I'm focusing on the game right now. Sorry, chat. I see you guys, but you know. Where are they?
Ah.
Where are they? Chat. You know what? I didn't look over here. No, there's not one over here. Dang it, there is one. One more. One more. One is the loneliest number.
Oh, I
Walked
noticed
over that
there's
like
a
6
spot in the
times.
field that's messed up in one
What?
of the new ones.
What's wrong with it?
So the non-collision of the plow went through like the guide wire to support the pole,
Oh, I know. It clips it every time.
but like it just KO'd the cedar earlier.
Yeah, it does that to everything. Oh, I forgot to fill up with fuel, apparently. And sharpen blades.
Yeah, you can, while it's on the trailer, you can just sharpen the blade right there.
I didn't know
Or
that.
change them.
I didn't know that.
Can't repair your engine though.
Wait, why hold tab? What? No, Rocks, are you messing with me? What does that do? Alright, we're switching to this. There we go. Don't mess with me, Rocks. It's not nice. What am I mowing at, by the way? Hello? 2 3/8, 2 3/4. Okay. No, no. 2 3/8, 3/4. Okay. Rocks, I don't know what that does, so I don't know if I want to do it, you know? Guys, I'm definitely not hitting all that for, okay? I'm not that dumb, okay, chat? What's it do?
Oh, I did it. God dang.
What'd you do? Did you just Britney Spears? Did you just say, oops, I did it? Oops, I did it again. Got lost.
I had to plow that field out.
Oh, baby, baby. Again?
Yeah, the home ones.
All right, Steven, I'm sorry your leg is so bad. We'll catch you, buddy.
Ugh. I caught it before it did like its whole outland pass.
Come on, Carson. Were you barn like yesterday? You forget how we like farm swim? Come on, man.
Dude, I haven't. Dude, most of the time I've spent recently in farm sim's been making like auto drive courses.
True that, true that, true that. Hey, did you know, Chad, if you go in your settings, I'm a stand-up comedian. Sitting down, though. I prefer to sit. I told that joke earlier, Carson.
Yeah?
Yeah, just in honor of Timmy leaving Twitch, you know. Somebody has to come up with just awful jokes instead of Timmy.
I heard you take what Timmy said on stream, too.
About what?
With what Whips was saying,
Yeah,
too.
it was funny.
Or Brian. Oh! I got a bone to pick with you.
What'd I do now?
You left your plow on a lot of great fields.
Oh, no.
So I like lowered it to like park it, and there's just like a chunk of missing out of I was like, wait.
Oh, see. My bad.
No, but like it was still folded up, so it only was like a little piece, like the centerpiece. But like the texture of it, like moving dirt, was all the way out, but it like didn't cultivate out there.
My bad. My apologies. I'm sorry. Forgive me, sir.
I had to go order some rock and get it.
Order some rock. Okay, Larson's.
Yeah.
We watched their video before, or while we were eating dinner.
Yeah.
Watch their video. Watch Big Brother. Boom, I'm
I
here.
just watched it.
Their video or Big Brother? Their video.
Yeah.
I don't think you watch Big Brother, do you? Dude, look at the whip this thing has. Would you guys see that? Felt like I was actually driving a zero turn. Man, look at me. Look at that. Look at the professionalness right here. Not really. There's a name on Steam I haven't seen lately. That's okay. Not telling y'all who it is. Somebody. So how was everybody's dinner? What'd y'all have? I was gonna make pizza. Didn't work out.
What didn't you have?
Well, I had everything. Just you know, my flour. You know flour. You know, Carson. I don't know if you bake that or not, but or if you use
I
it.
just snort it. I mean, yeah, we bake it.
Ghost is making food right now. Awesome, Ghost. What are you making? I was gonna make pizza, right? I get my flour out. I measure out. I was almost out of flour. I have 2 different kinds of flour, apparently. I measure out one, right? Taco Bell, that's always a good choice. And I put the first cup in the bowl. I need 2 cups of flour, and then usually I have a little extra just in case the dough's a little wet or whatever, right?
Yep.
I go to measure out the second cup, and I was like, oh, I'm a little shy. I'll just use some of the other flour. Like, it's fine. You can do that, right? Whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
And yeah, there were weevils in it. So my flour had bugs in it because apparently we don't use flour very often around here. And so I threw all my flour away. Got some taters. Heck yeah, Ghost. Heck
So,
yeah, it's not like super hot. You can actually cook again, right? So RIP to the container of flour in my house, okay? Because it is now in the trash.
never really answered what did you have for dinner.
So I made taco casserole instead because I had meat I had to cook up anyway. So
Dude,
yeah,
I've got more things run on. I've got every tractor except for 2 1050s running on Courseplay right now.
wow.
RIP the server.
Please, before you leave, stop all Courseplay and reset that server, okay?
Why do I have to stop? Why can't I just reset it?
Don't do that to me. Don't do that to me. So I guess flour is now on the grocery list.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, we used to go through a lot of flour. Like, we would always be baking something. Don't really bake anymore, so like,
Yeah.
I don't know how long that flour's been sitting around, but I noticed today, I was like, I'm not about this.
Oh.
I was waiting for my dad to be like, that's extra protein, you know? But I'm like, I'm not on Survivor, thanks.
I listened to someone's rant today about like they always have the same thing every week.
Yeah, join the club.
Like
yeah.
they're like complaining about like they have like pizza or like something every week.
Yeah.
Or like Chick-fil-A. I'm like, oh, you're complaining? What?
I'm assuming you're talking about your girlfriend, huh?
Not mentioning names.
I didn't ask you to mention names.
Or like, I can't.
Who it
actually
was.
Say it. I would say a description, but that's kind of weird.
A person?
Yes.
Were you on a
Humanoid?
business trip tonight?
Was I?
I don't know.
No, I'm here.
You probably wouldn't be back if you were, right? Surprised you didn't go on a business trip tonight. You don't have school tomorrow.
It's third. Some people do have school tomorrow.
Oh.
Losers.
Goodness.
You know how many times I said that to her today? I was like, bro, it's Thursday. I'm so happy. And she's like, just shut up now. And I'm like, oh yeah,
You know,
sorry.
Carson, it is absolutely, it blows my mind that you have a girlfriend, you know?
Yeah,
With the way you talk about how you treat her. Yo, Bert, that all sounds fantastic. I think we could throw peaches. We were talking about like foods that you didn't like as a kid, but you like when you're an adult. Peaches for me.
I still don't like.
I hated peaches, but boy, peaches
Peaches
just
are
like
disgusting.
sliced peaches. Oh, so good. So good. This downhill's really messing with me every time I get going too fast.
Yeah, so I've got like 25 frames in the map right now. Yeah, dude. It's great.
Right, Sean? Sean, I hope you liked it, man. I was laughing really hard at the episode of Big Brother tonight.
Why is it playing that field like
I don't know.
the top left field's going east-west?
They almost burned down the Big Brother house. They had an oven fire. They had to like get a fire extinguisher and put the fire out of the oven. in the Big Brother house. It was great. Y'all should have watched it. Good time. Good time. But no, Bert, that sounds great. Ghost sounds great. Rocks, that sounds great even too. All of it does. I just ate and y'all are making me hungry. Goodness me. I'm just here trying to mow my yard, you know. My yard. Like it's my yard. My yard wouldn't have this many trees. I'd cut them all down.
What I did? I like vacuumed out the interior of my car.
Okay.
Like cleaned the seats and like the dash.
Wow.
Cause like they redid like the parking lot at the field house, so it's like really dusty whenever people drive through.
Yeah.
Like it's hot, so when you get in, you gotta roll down your windows.
Uh-huh.
But like it gets real dusty, especially since it's an all black interior.
No, hot. What's that, man? I don't have that. Wait till next week though. It's gonna be back in the 90s here, but you know, it is super nice out today. Like yesterday was great. My dad even today when he came home, he's like, I don't feel like crap today, and I was like, what do you mean? He's like, because we didn't kill ourselves in the 100-degree heat yesterday. I was like, yeah, true. He's like, I feel great today. I was like, good. Not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. But he's right. Like I didn't feel like I was dehydrated today for the first time after a farm day in a long time. Like, you know, all summer. So, all right. It was kind of crazy, you know. Yeah. How do I do that, Carson? How do I turn on the striper?
Right bumper.
Right bumper. I can turn it on. Z Twitcher, the farm's okay. I've been talking a lot about the pumpkins being bad, but they're looking better all of a sudden. They're looking a lot better. Like since it got cooler, they're looking good. Peaches. Heck yeah. Nothing beats a good old peach cobbler. Let's be real here, okay? Peach cobbler with some ice cream. Oh man. Carson, they're calling the Red Cross now.
Yeah.
That. Yeah, displaced people. Peaches. Dude, I don't want some peaches. Put peaches on the grocery list. Sounds good. I have the attachment for the striper.
Every field we own except for one of them has a course plate driver in it.
Wow.
Or two.
That's crazy. I'm not going to have to AFK tonight, am I? I still am, probably.
You'll have to get the cedars.
That's fine. Not a big deal. But there is an attachment for striping. I do have it on. You should be able to see it here in a second once I turn around, I think. I think it should be equipped still on the lawnmower. There's actually somebody, one of Dad's customers, that made a peach cobbler and then just dropped it off where Dad works, and nobody where Dad works touched it. Oh, he brought that sucker home, and I was like, you know, we need ice cream, right? He's like, okay. Oh, pineapple upside down cake. Yes. Yes.
Must be an Australian thing.
You want, Carson?
Must be an Australian thing.
Pineapple upside down cake?
Yeah.
Definitely not.
The pineapple Australian?
I don't think so. Okay. I think it's more Hawaiian than anything there, son. You didn't pay attention in geology class, did you?
Geology?
Yeah. The Tony thing. Carson, what? Yeah, it is. Yeah, very. I would say pineapple upside down cake is a very Midwestern thing, right? Bert, how about gooey butter cake? You ever had that? That's a kind of a St. Louis-y thing, I think. I've always heard it was. I don't know.
We got some weird things.
Ghost, have you ever had gooey butter cake? Dude, we make it lemon. We make it with like a lemon cake. So it's lemon gooey butter cake. Oh. Oh, yeah. So good. Oh, yeah. Good. Awesome. There's a chocolate peanut butter recipe that we've made before. Oh, my goodness. You might as well just, like, give me a shot of insulin because I'm going to need it, you know? I'm not even diabetic, but dang. It's so good. Gooey butter cake is, like, life. Y'all aren't from the Midwest and never had one. I'm sorry.
Dude, how much when you left? We had 9.6 million, yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in there, yeah.
Yeah, we've got like 9.1.
Wow.
It's expensive to do this.
Yeah, if you don't feel like you're gonna have a heart attack after eating it, it's not made right, you know. Yeah, it's so good. We haven't had it forever, but we used to make them like all the time. But I haven't had a gooey butter cake, like a homemade one, especially in a couple years now. Probably like 4 years. They're so good though. Oh my god, so good. Just saying. By the way, you can see some of the striping now when I turn around here. There's a little bit. It's not too noticeable.
Go find a snack.
What?
I'm gonna go find a snack, and it's also like almost midnight in the server.
It's fine. There, see the striping, chat? Look how lovely. Is there open fields though? Not really. So you're mowing basically people's yards, or in this case, like somebody's orchard? I guess you would call this. I don't know what they call this. Game's not based in America, so I don't really know what they would call this. But I don't believe there's just like open fields to go mowing. There's no like free play. Be kind of weird. Hot day, it sucks having the leather seats. Yes, it does. That's why Dad did not go with leather in his new truck. New truck. He's had it since 19. He was like, nope, I want cloth, no leather. No, thank you. We used to have a minivan with leather seats. Hated that thing. It was either way too hot in the summer or way too cold in the winter. Although Dad's truck has heated seats, which is like the best thing ever.
Yeah, for real. Does it have AC seats?
No.
Dude, those hit different.
Yeah, he didn't. So when he went to buy his, it was kind of later in 19. And it was kind of one of those deals like either you wait for a truck or you buy what we have on the lot.
Yeah, dude.
And so he just kind of chose to buy what they had on the lot. He was looking at a 2020. But of course it was a lot more money and it was really fancy. And then he ended up going with the 19.
Dude, my car, dude, it's all black interior.
Yeah.
It is deadly. So.
Like you live in Oklahoma too, you know?
I know. Like, why?
I don't know why do you live in Oklahoma? It's not my problem.
Like, why a black interior car?
Yeah, it's probably not a good idea, is it?
You sit in there like after a workout today, like I'm dying of heat.
You're
and
just
then you go sit in there.
It's just like a sauna. They're good for you. It's good to sweat, Carson. Have you ever heard that?
Don't sweat.
You don't sweat? Are you one of those that doesn't sweat?
No, I do a lot.
Okay, because there's people.
I only sweat when I'm like working out and stuff, but like when it comes to Fortnite, I'm the most relaxed person ever.
Some people say it's better to go on a 45-degree angle while mowing. I mean, in this game, it's probably not. It doesn't matter. But, you know. Yeah.
I can't stand people that like mow in the same direction every week.
Yeah. Now, at the farm, like, I rotate at the farm how I mow.
Because, like, you're just gonna, like, you're just matting the grass down.
Yeah,
and
you
actually,
can almost leave, like, ruts.
Yeah.
I've had some yards, you know, I used to cut grass professionally.
You're not standing up and cutting it, you're just pushing it down more. Especially if you're on a roller or something.
Yeah.
The striper is really just packing it down.
So, back in the day when I would cut grass professionally, even with our 21-inch lawnmowers, there's certain places that you have to cut the same way every week, like along a fence. You have to cut it. You start next to the fence and you cut. And usually the first pass Like, I would end up with wheel marks in the yards, even from a 21-inch lawnmower, because you have to take the lawnmower there the same way every time. You know, I mean, I guess I could have gone a little farther from the fence and trimmed more, but that's not fun.
Yeah, no.
I'm not about that life.
Trimming's the worst thing ever.
Customers used to complain, and it's like, guys, there's nothing I can do about that. Like, deal with it. Like, I don't cut when it's wet. You know?
You can come mow your own yard, not pay me to do.
I'll give you $50. Cut your own grass one time, and see if you can fix it. Okay, have fun. That's not something you fix like overnight either. You know.
Yeah, no.
That's not how it works. They just called for more units for that fire person.
That still?
Yeah. It might have been rehab unit or something. I'm not sure. I wasn't really listening. Scanner be going crazy tonight, chat.
Going crazy.
What else is new? Going crazy. It's actually something, thinking back with Bert and Ghost are saying about brats. I have not made a brat in forever.
We had them last week, I think.
Put that on the list. Well, we were going to get brats down at, you know, the wrestle place in St. Louis, but
well, imagine if they were open.
Yeah. And they were closed, so very disappointed that they were closed as well, but you know, that's okay. It happens.
They just always closed on Mondays and stuff?
So they've always been closed on Mondays. But I guess due to, you know, the cough, they've started closing on Mondays now too, or Sundays too.
Oh, okay.
We were probably going to go down there this past week, but on Wednesday, like yesterday, Dad had a meeting he had to go to in the afternoon. And then next Wednesday, he's going to get the oil changed in his truck. And he's going to see if they will rebalance those tires for him. Have I talked about that at all?
Nope.
Really?
Well, I've also been here for like half the streams you've done in like the last week.
So, oh, hello. That was not okay. So Dad got new tires on his truck a while back, right? A couple weeks ago now. And like, I was with him when we picked it up. We were going to the farm, right? And, wait, Bert, what's going on? It's all good. We were going to the farm, and as soon as we left the place, I was like, Dad, something's wrong with one of these back tires. Like, you could just feel it in the truck, you know?
I was like, wobbling.
I was like, something's wrong. There's just something wrong. He's like, yeah, I kind of feel it, but whatever. Not gonna worry about it. So like a week later, he takes it back to the place, and he's like, hey man, something's wrong with these tires you put on last week, whatever. And the guy rebalances them. Okay. Apparently one of the wheel weights fell off. Okay, so he takes them off, puts them back on the machine, puts another weight on it, says you're good to go. I kid you not. As soon as the next time I got in the truck with Dad, I was like, Pop, something's wrong with this truck, man. Those wheels are not balanced.
He just threw a weight on there.
He must have just like, yeah, chucked one on and went, okay, you're good. No.
Yeah, no.
So Dad has taken his truck to the dealer because he has like this oil change thing, and if he gets this oil changed at the dealer, it's like a lifetime engine warranty or something. I don't know. It's some extended warranty thing. Somebody called him one day and was like, hey, we want to talk to you about your car's extended warranty. And he's like, all right, sign me up. No. It's something he did and he bought it. Anyway, so
Can I get to the moral of the story now?
So he's got to have the dealership rebalance all 4 tires. Something's wrong with one of them. It's in the rear end. It's one of the back tires. Like, for sure, it's one of the back tires. And, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just kind of crazy. Like, there's definitely something wrong with the tires, basically what I'm getting at. I'm hoping it's not like a bad tire, because then he's going to have to go back to the place and be like, hey, by the way, you scammed me. Like, a new tire, buddy. But that guy will take care of him. I know he's a good shop in town that Dad had the tires put on at. Normally he does Sam's Club for tires, but for some reason this time he went to like a local shop. So, guy's super nice. Known him forever, so shouldn't be an issue. But it's just one of those things. It's like, come on, bud, what are you doing? Like, it's got to come up out of balance on the tire machine. You know, it's bad. So yeah. Kind of crazy. All right. Try to have a whisper. I need to check. Trying to check while mowing. This is not easy mowing one-handed on an Xbox controller. I just want to throw that out there, chat. Because yes, that's what I'm doing right now, is mowing one-handed. I really wish this game had cruise control. What? First time, I do not understand what you're on about with your whisper. I don't understand what he's on about. Confused. What else is new? Talking about the camera sitting in front of me, or one of my cameras out in the yard? I don't know. All right, back and forth. Back and forth. Game is kind of something though, isn't it? You know? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I still think it'd be better on a wheel, but I don't know about a wheel with, yeah. A wheel with, a zero turn. Outside. Does it track motion? Yes. Or kind of. Was somebody outside that wasn't supposed to be? Or is somebody outside that's not supposed to be? Every time there's motion in the front yard or backyard, I get an alert on my phone. Is that what you're asking? Because I do. You want to know when you went to work last week on Tuesday? I can tell you. Is that creepy? Maybe? Possibly? Dude. I don't know what you're asking about. Anyway. Yes, probably. You have chips in the driver's side door handle that have appeared recently. I don't have a camera that would see over there, probably. I can scrub through. I'll look through my my alerts. And to be honest, the whole thing about having cameras on my house is mostly because of my aunt that lives here. She's all about, like, if the UPS guy knocks on the door, she'll go and answer it. And it's like, we really don't want her to do that. And this way, like, if there's somebody out in front of our house or even behind our house, like, I get an alert on my phone immediately. So even if I'm not home, I know who's outside my house. So, might be a little paranoid of me, but I don't know. I like knowing. So yeah. I hope it was a raccoon. A bear? Definitely a bear, Ghost. Definitely a bear. I've captured a raccoon on my camera before, actually. Running across my front yard. When my Christmas lights were out, actually. This past winter. Every single night at like 3 o'clock in the morning, this big old fat raccoon would come running through the Christmas display, and he would go towards our one neighbor's house every single time. Every single time. Same time every night for like weeks. Snacks. Metallic, welcome back. Snacks. How's it going there, Metallic? Welcome back, man. Please tell me it was a bear. A bear would be great. You want me to set up another camera? I got more cameras I can put out. I do have one more camera, actually. I haven't put out anywhere. I just need USB power. Dude, we could put it inside your car. And it would be within Wi-Fi range, so it would just... Oh, dude. First time can we do that? It just needs USB power all night, that's all. We could run that off your car. Yes. Probably not a bear. Darn. Really hoping it was a bear. Just say it. In the wildlife industry, call it Kraken. Really? How bad are these scratches? We are in Missouri after all, so yeah. Oh, that's great. Come on. On, more cooperate. Well, have fun with that, Metallic. Have fun with that, buddy. If it was a bear, we're gonna have a new rugs. I'll have to go out and look at these scratches after I get done streaming, huh? Holy cow. Snacks. Oh, goodness. As it isn't cougars. I hope it's not cougars. Could be a panther or a liger. First time, I don't know, but I don't have a camera over there that can see it, but our neighbor does. So actually, go talk to our neighbor. He has cameras. There's a camera on the corner of his house that probably sees your car every night, so. Bert, that must have been you. Sorry. Not me for once. For once. Oh, gotcha, Metallic. That's awesome. Oh, man. That's funny. Goodness me. Goodness. Yeah, our neighbor has cameras too, first time. Problem is, his are like traditional style, so they just record like all the time, so you'd have to scrub through like, you know, every night worth of footage for like hours. So, good luck with that. Yeah. Good luck with that. Hey, it was really, remember that clip I got of the police chase? That was really cool. There was a high-speed police pursuit that went down my street one night. I have video of it. Yeah. Buffalo chicken soup. First time, we don't need to know about your bathroom times, okay? We don't need to know about that. Metallic, it's freezing outside? Oh, man. Awesome. Better than being super hot. I'm done with the heat, I'm telling you. It's going to be back here next week, but I'm done with it. I'm saying, yesterday was so nice at the farm. It was like, oh, it was nice. It was so nice. It's great. You actually turned off your AC? No, see, I wouldn't do that. AC on all the time. Ghost. Ghost, I'm not okay with that. I'm really glad I don't have a camera that points over there then, huh? I don't need to capture that on my camera. Why is this gonna email me and be like, yo, what is going on at your house right now? Oh man, and I don't even have like their service where they monitor stuff for me. Oh, thank you. Don't bears climb trees? Don't bears climb trees? Isn't that a thing? Hey, boo boo. Oh, goodness. Y'all are too funny. Just throwing that out there. You guys like my stripes, by the way? I want to buy a new lawnmower. I want to buy a bigger one. Or if I can do that. Probably not. I don't have the money for that yet. How heavy is a bear compared to a car? I'm just, never mind. We're not gonna, no plot holes here. It's fine. It's fine. We'll just let this go. It's like somebody's age. Let it go. It's a thing. Oh my. We'll just set up a bear trap. We'll get a really big box, okay? And then put a string under one end, you know? And then, or put a stick with a string tied to it, you know? And then you can capture the bear. Maybe it's probably a raccoon. Probably. I gotta see these scratches, chat. I'll have to go see them after stream. After stream, I'll go out with a flashlight and check it out. That's what I will do. Chat, y'all want a picture of it? First time, can I take a picture of it and post it on my Discord? Are they like big enough to see on a picture? I actually do want to see it. Why is this doing this? Okay. This game sometimes, man, you're going like really slow and all of a sudden you just like going to infinity like that. Okay. Yeah, this game is kind of crazy. This game is kind of crazy sometimes, y'all. Kind of crazy, but that's okay. License plate. I'm giving them the VIN number. What are you talking about, my guy? Probably won't be able to take a picture of it in the dark anyway, so. Below 60 and you're cold. Oh, and you're not used to it, metallic. I get it. It knows it's not supposed to brake for the SUV. This conversation in chat right now is fantastic. Throwing it out there. I feel like this is a podcast worthy conversation. Yeah, so I've got these scratches on my car. Oh, hang it from a tree. What? Yeah. Let's hang it from a tree. The tree won't break for the SUV, but a bear, oh, break for that. I mean, I know there's bears around, but like I've never heard of one anywhere near where we live. You know? Bears are scared by the gunshots. So they don't like gunshots, you know? Just saying. Winter body hasn't kicked in yet. Okay. There's bears, but like, yeah, I've never seen one ghost either. I mean, like I said, they get scared off by the gunshots. You know? That's why you don't see them very often around here. Now, armadillo, on the other hand, they're starting to become a thing around here. Especially if you go south, like down towards Cape, even just a little bit south, down towards like Cape. Holy cow. There's so many. There's so many. I would agree first time. They're always on the news here, yeah. At least once a month, if not. Oh, ghost. The bears don't want to move into low. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. That's just... Ghost, you ever tried to be a stand-up comedian? Or do you prefer to sit, too? They like expensive homes. Don't they like jars of honey? Isn't that a thing? That's Winnie the Pooh, right? I think. Like expensive homes. Okay. Alright. High property values. What's the deal with that? Yeah. Airline food, am I right? That was our nephew. He was just... Airline food, am I right? As like a 6-year-old. Or 12-year-old or something. It was hilarious. Alright, chat. We're 99.8% done here. I think we got a few skippers we can clean up. Goodness me. I guarantee he's never seen Seinfeld. No. No. But he sure would make us laugh with that. Guess what, Leonard? I see you're in TeamSpeak. You're up in the AFK channel. I see you. I see you, sir. Guess who's back? Leonard's back. There he is. Leonard!
Hello.
Did you know if you hang your car from a tree, the branch won't break? But if a bear jumps on the same branch, it'll break? Did you know that?
What?
How's it going, Leonard?
I smell shenanigans.
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 Somebody says shenanigans one more time. Yeah. You missed a conversation with Ghost, so.
What conversation with Ghost?
Named your dog after Newman from Seinfeld, really? Pretty lit. How's it going, Leonard? How's the house?
What conversation did I miss with Ghost?
It's about hanging up first time's car from getting attacked by a bear. You hang it in a tree. The whole thing.
I was here.
Oh, okay. Oh, there actually is more to that joke? I didn't know that. Oh, hey, I'm done. What am I doing? I'm still over here mowing. Crash the trailer full speed. You guys know how I do it. Oh, man. So, hi, Leonard.
Hello.
It's been like a week.
You're telling me.
Don't forget the crack. Crazy. What'd you do without, like, internet in your house? Hey, good talk. Is that what you did?
I went through my data on my phone, hotspot data on my phone really fast.
Oh, yeah? Say, were you living your best life without internet?
No. The hotspot data on my phone ran out Sunday.
Oh.
Today's Thursday.
That's kind of unfortunate, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
No shenanigans were had there, huh?
No shenanigans. I do have good news though.
You saved a ton of money by switching to Gecko?
No.
Oh.
I just downloaded the 1.71 latest mod folder.
Yeah.
1.71 gigs in about a minute and a half on Wi-Fi.
Is this when I just say brag about it or like weird flex or
I don't know.
What do I say?
You can say whatever you want.
Congratulations, sir. I'm so happy for you. I can't wait to move into your spare shed in your backyard. Oh, hey, there's another person on TeamSpeak I haven't talked to in forever. Bev?
Hello?
What's up?
Does this like work?
How's it going? It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a long minute.
Yeah, how are things?
Busy.
Gotcha. Both jobs, I'm assuming?
Oh yeah.
Well, you get paid for the fire department, right? The job, right?
If I'm on shift, like I'm on shift Saturday, so I get paid for Saturday. But if we have like something tonight or tomorrow, then I won't.
Volunteer. I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. But yeah, it's been a minute. Leonard a week and you like at least a couple. I was actually thinking, I was like, I need to snap Pef. Because like, I didn't know if that thing was still happening or not for you.
Yeah, it is. That's part of the reason. Like I've been prepping for that and been.
I gotcha. I gotcha. By the way, chat, there's my striper on the back. See it moving? I have a striper. Because, you know, why not, right? Why not? Okay, I need to not hit the wrong buttons. You know that moment you just accidentally kill the deck on your lawnmower? You know? Nobody? Just me? Okay.
Yeah, probably just you.
3 and an 1/8 we can mow at. I have 3 and an 1/8. That's not a thing. We're gonna mow at 3. Because why not? My blades are not on. There we go. Yeah, we're mowing at 3 inches. We ought to be able to roll. This is good. This is the most exciting game that's come out in the past ever, Pef, just so you know.
I played it for a little bit.
Oh, that's right. I have seen you on here, yeah. Gotta go to rehab, but I said no. Amy Winehouse really should have gone to rehab. Just throwing that out there.
Diesel. Really?
Anyway, yeah, sorry. Is it too soon?
I mean, I don't know if it's too soon. It's just really just messed up.
I'm sorry. Kind of a messed up person, you know?
That's valid.
What is this conversation? I don't know what this conversation is tonight, Metallic. I'm not sure, man. Talking about scratches on his car and then spreading poop on his car. I don't know. I don't know, chat. This is weird. But we're here for it, chat. You were here. You were here.
I'm gonna reset my router. I'll be right back.
All right. Deal with a bear.
What server is Carson in? Is he in Madison County?
He is in the Madison County. I think he's babysitting Horseplay. I just, you know, AFK in it, basically. Like, he's really doing much, but yeah, he's in there. Same.
He's not like landscaping or something.
I don't think he's here. I don't think he's at his computer, so no.
Okay, good.
We'll Plow after dark. A little bit. Oh. Now you're gonna brag about your ping in Farm Sim, right?
That's what I'm doing.
Hey, I get a really good ping to Madison County because it's hosted in St. Louis.
So I would imagine.
Yeah, really good connection there. And I'm edging with my like discharge side. What is wrong with me, chat? Y'all are talking about bears on crack in chat here. Dude, I would get tons of views on TikTok though. Can you imagine? Bro. Oh yeah? Nice first time. That was the one that got shot, right? He's finding all kinds of crazy records, y'all. All kinds of crazy records about our ancestors. Crazy the information he has about our family from like way back in the day. Like how some of them do what? You say 30. It's not bad.
I mean, I think that's
from like where you're at to St. Louis, and that's not bad.
Pretty sure on that server I was getting 40 or 50.
Wow.
And I'm on Wi-Fi, not hardwired yet.
Dude, do you get hardwire though? Oh man. Your internet's gonna be flying.
Yeah.
You'll have like ghost internet then. Actually, you won't.
No, Ghost will have like my internet.
Ghost has 2 gig down, 1 gig up.
We got the same upload, so there.
I'm jealous of both of you, by the way, okay?
Good.
Good. He says good. Chris, you don't know if you want to say you've been here for this conversation. I mean, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. My air just turned off and kind of scared me, by the way. Throwing that out there. Metallic, just smile and nod, buddy. Smile and nod, okay? But sometimes that's the best thing to do. What?
I gotta go set up Wifey's computer because she thinks she needs hers set up.
Oh boy, are you guys in the same room still?
For now.
Yay, we get to hear Wifey yell at 7 Days to Die. Yes! I can't wait, chat! Hey, bye. Have fun.
All right, we'll see you in a little bit.
All right. Oh, I can't wait, chat. And crock pots, right? Crock pots too? We gonna put like quotes from this conversation on a crock pot?
Yes.
There's $1 million. You missed the conversation, Carson.
Okay.
You might want to scroll up and see the conversation between Ghosts the first time. It's been odd, to say the least.
Can't bet in here.
What?
Can't say anything yet.
About what?
That rocket launch I was talking about that was kind of laggy.
Don't think so.
Like T plus 3 minutes, it just went.
Did it blow up?
Yeah.
Nice. I can't wait to see it.
I guess. That's what it looks like.
Crackhead bear crockpot. Oh my god. There it is, chat.
No, first time. I'm getting, for a production video, we're gonna get all the monthly pie faces.
Huh?
And put them in the crock pot.
I was kind of thinking, Carson, you know, on the chatting screen thing with the tractor.
Yeah.
You need to just start adding, like, every month, add another, like, pie face to it around the screen somewhere. It's like the 2 are on there now.
I'm gonna move that one, and I've got to actually technically delete that one, like rename it and upload it.
Oh yeah.
Cause it's named like Karen.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but it's named.
And
no,
then
maybe it's Pumpkin. I don't remember. What
you can actually fix the last dono thing now, since donos go through there.
I can't. Dang, I'm gonna have to move the pie.
Oh dang it! You can actually fix stuff. You can put it like above there, like above that.
I'm gonna just gotta put the pies wherever I want them. You'll have to figure them out.
That's fine. You do your thing, son. I mean, Carson. Boy. Person who's not my son.
Boca Chinga Bingo, and they had like Dogecoin, like that dog around Boca Chica. Can we do that with the pie face?
Hide it somewhere on the screen.
Different scenes, like especially on that one, because you can like hide it and blend it into like the corn and stuff.
Yeah. I've always thought about doing like a secret word or a secret phrase of the stream, but I don't know how you would like work that in. You know? I'm not sure how that would work. Would it be hilarious?
That guy be fine. Dude, I should probably take this guy up there.
But,
Still working on that big field.
Leonard joined, I think.
Did he? The server?
Yeah. He was in for a minute. He was testing his ping.
Oh. No,
Ghost,
he's
you're
already gone.
unfortunately sober. Okay.
Let's say I wouldn't have joined this one because, like, if you broke the course play while I was gone, I was gonna be annoyed.
No, he was just testing his ping.
I know, but like we've had that problem recently,
It's all good.
where like you would join after I've got stuff going, and it would like just destroy
Yeah.
your game, which
Yeah,
is
it's-
weird. I want to know what's caught like what caused
It's
that.
just course play, man.
Auto drive.
It's not auto drive, it's course play. Oh man, the air just kicked back on? Oh yeah. This is a short cycle. So, Low 6, don't mind my brother. That's my brother first time. Don't just don't mind what he says, okay? Sometimes, you know, he says some
That thing went boom.
sometimes he just says some weird stuff, you know? Just don't mind him. It's okay. Just smile and nod. Just smile and nod, guys.
Pef89 just resubscribed for 28 months. Puma Plow on Puma Plow use a Puma Plow Marica Puma Plow yee Puma Plow yes sir Puma Plow on Puma Plow use a Puma Plow Marica Puma Plow yee Puma Plow yes sir Puma Plow on Puma Plow use a Puma Plow Marica Puma Plow yee Puma Plow yes sir.
You done yet?
Pav, thank you for the 28-month resub. Appreciate it, sir.
Until when Pep resubs.
And he's in TeamSpeak with us, too. Been a while. Been a while. Holy cow. And Low 6, don't back away slowly. It's okay. They're just having their own conversation over here between Ghost and first time. You know, it's fine. It's funny. Strange, but you know. Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave. Meanwhile, I'm just over here trying to cut some grass. You know, make this part of the world look better. You know, all I'm trying to do. That's it. Just smile and wave. That's right, Metallic. We get some like smile / wave emotes. Is that a thing? Better TTV emotes, maybe. Oh man. Goodness me. Goodness me. Hey, there's like no grass outside this like building. Cool. That's pretty neat. That's pretty cute. I think I get this one done a whole lot faster than the last one, by the way. Throwing that out there. I need to put like a couple hours in this game off stream. Like really try to get somewhere. Well, look at you, Pef. Pef! Thanks for the 5 gifted. Holy cow. Look at those emotes vomit.
Always.
Appreciate it, sir. Chat, quit breaking. I missed something up here. Top chat. Alrighty. Thank you, Pef. Appreciate the 5. You found smile and wave. What's the hell? Like I see that now. Awesome. Holy cow. Uh-oh. Ghost, thanks for the 100.
Ghost Inthasum cheered X100. Puma Plow September Puma Plow September
That's
Puma
not
Plow
nearly as funny
September
as the
Puma Plow
pumpkin.
September Puma Plow September Puma Plow September Puma Plow September.
Not nearly as funny as the pumpkin pie. But I appreciate the 100 biddies, Ghost. Thank you. Chat, I believe we have a hype train to go. Or not a hype train. No, my bad. My bad. My bad. I see that thing up there and it like confuses me. Easily confused over here, you know? Just saying. Holy cow. Is that $1 back? I'm gonna have to give it back to you. Whoa! Tomcat, thank you, buddy. Now there's a hype train going. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Got a hype train, chat. Hype train chat. Easy for me to say. There's some
Whoa.
wow, look at us. We're rolling it. Whoa.
Whoa, whoa.
There's the hype train chat. Y'all see that? Pretty lit. Bev, thanks for the air hearts. I mentioned my headphones are kind of loud tonight.
Gotta make sure you're awake.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Screek 350 just resubscribed for 46 months.
Screek, thanks for the resub for 46 months as well. Holy cow. That's crazy first time. It's crazy that there's all this information from like way back in the day, you know? And it's all just like on the internet, you know? It's all in like old church records and stuff. It's crazy that you can find all this. Just saying. Absolutely insane. Your phone's a bit loud. Well, RIP to Metallic. Sorry, bud. Not really. Holy cow. I'm definitely awake, by the way. In chat, we're in level 2 of the hype train already. Let's go. Appreciate that, Beth. Thank you.
It's one of my favorite ones, not gonna lie.
It is a pretty good one. That was just me messing around during the stream with the Go XLR. That's all that was. Yeah, like so many others. Like that silly Halo one, which nobody better play. I don't like that one at all.
Do you want me to put that Crocodile hype video on TikTok then?
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, Metallic said something earlier about TikTok. Metallic went and caught up with my TikTok account earlier.
I know, I was here.
No, but he went and watched like a whole bunch of them. I like opened my TikTok to like 7 notifications. And I think they were all Metallic. So it was kind of funny. It's funny when somebody new will like find my page and they'll literally go through and like 15, 20 things. Whoa, or Instagram, they'll like 100. It's like they just scroll down Instagram and like stuff. It's like, holy cow. That's insane.
Is the one that you don't want nobody, but the really expensive one?
What?
Is the one that you don't want nobody to play the really expensive one?
That's why it's expensive. I don't want anybody to play it. Have you heard it? You can play it without playing. You can like listen to it. You don't have to like pay for it. You can just listen to it through there. I was telling a story and Carson made it a sound clip. I mean, it's a funny story. Now, at the time, it was not funny at all.
I'm debating, should I just put the white background on there?
On what?
Like extend out the white background?
I don't care.
Or like just leave it like a black background so
What
it's
if we
not like...
rent a bear and stage this thing for views? Guys. Oh, really, Metallic? You found the video from when you... Wow. That would have been the big one, right? Okay, this game, I swear, man. We're just going along and all of a sudden, turbo speed. I don't get it, chat. I don't get it. Did you hear it, Puff? It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom finds that one really funny. And like, he played it like 3 times in a row on stream. And it's like,
Oh,
bro.
Lord.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, bro. It's funny, but I don't know about that. Metallic, it was a story, okay? I was telling a story. Hey, Brian, what's going on, man? How you doing tonight? I was telling a story, and then Carson cut that, and of course, it's out of context completely. So, yeah. Thanks, guys, for completing level 1 hype train. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. It's a pretty good, though, sound clip, though, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So messed up. It's like, I really want some other channel to like pick that up, because technically anybody could search for that and then use it on their own channel. And like, if some random channel just starts playing that like a lot, I would die. Just saying, it would be so funny. Like, that'd be great. Do I remember the story vividly? Yes. Would you like to hear the story about why I was laying around playing Halo and rubbing lotion on my butt? I've told it like 4 times in the past couple months, I swear. Because every time somebody listens to it, they're like, wait, what? What'd you do? Oh, man. Basically, Metallic, without going into the whole story, I had a chemical burn on my backside. And the only thing that made it feel better was not having clothes on it. Okay. And rubbing lotion on it. So that's what I did. And of course, I had to play Halo. So there you go. We are a weird chat tonight. You're right. And I'm about it. I'm about it. Very strange tonight, yes. Just a smidge on the weird side tonight, boys. That's okay. It happens.
This is mild compared to like TS After Dark.
I know, right? Everybody is weird, Ghost. You're right. It's in their own little way. Well, 6 tonight, every night. What? No. Not in here. Just have to find your type of weird. Pretty much. Pretty much. And hey, I think we have a great bunch in here, just saying. Except for Carson, but everybody else.
Oh, you're...
Yeah, that guy's weird.
Putting up some fighting words there, boy.
Who, me? Me? Sorry?
Yeah, you.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be mean to you. It's like almost your birthday, isn't it? In like 6 months?
Yeah.
I know you're not going to say when. That's fine.
Or we can go with 6 months.
All right, 6 months, chat. His birthday. Carson's birthday. It's like we leveled up. Sweet. What did we unlock? I did not pay attention to that.
Know what else is in 6 months?
What?
The second.
Of?
I don't know.
I
like
really want a new lawnmower.
February? Blur.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What did I just see here? I saw one that I want to do this one. I have not done this one. Give me my skeg. And then Buddy can go do, like, I don't care. This one's more. That one's...
You know what's weird?
What's up?
The place I'm going is in the future.
It actually is, you're right. We're not going to say how many hours, though, right?
Yeah, I just looked it up. It's kind of weird.
You're going to time travel, Pev.
I know. I'll have to give you the deeds.
Yeah, definitely. You'll have your phone, though, won't you?
Yeah, we'll have Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you'll be able to, like, get a Snapchat or something, right?
Oh yeah, that's my only form of communication because I'm going to suspend my internet and stuff on my phone. I think I gotta go talk to AT&T.
I gotcha.
But hers like $10 a day. I'm like, that's good.
You're like, about that life.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll definitely, you know, won't say when you're going or anything when you're getting back, but definitely be keeping you in our thoughts, you know. You know where you're going. It's not like super dangerous, but still. I think it's still, you never know, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting with everything going on.
I'm sure it'll be extra. Yeah. One of those was from my town, by the way, or from nearby.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm hoping to go see the procession next week. Birthday's in 3 weeks from tomorrow, Sean. Nice. Make sure you remind me again, because I know I'll forget. You know I will. Everybody already knows I will.
We have to find other Texas fans to remind them that the team's trash.
What team's trash?
Texas.
Wow.
You still snap me. I'll tell you the scores before you know.
He is in the future after all. So. Or will be in the future. Alright, I don't think I've ever cut grass in the rain, by the way. In this game.
It has no effect.
I forgot to fill up my lawnmower and stuff. Bad John.
Dude, it's raining. Just open the cap.
Carson, I need gas, not water.
Oh, I saw a TikTok, and it was someone was stealing gas cans off of his curb out of like his trailer.
Okay.
But he got new ones and put like, and then he just showed him dumping water bottles into it. Like just like the great value like Walmart plastic disposable water bottles.
I'm totally gonna do that now.
That's great.
I mean, like, it's kind of mean, but like they're the ones stealing it, so it's not right.
Yeah.
Their problem, not mine.
That's kind of funny, actually. I think I saw one on TikTok where the guy was like, yeah, you know that's diesel you just stole, right? Like, yeah, it's in a red can, but you know that's diesel, right? Like, go put that in your, like, car, buddy. Oh, man.
I don't know how many of those people that like take like gas cans or like diesel cans, they actually know like maybe like look to see what's in it.
I smell it, maybe?
Yeah, smell of it.
Yeah. Can I not cut in the rain, Carson? What's up with that? How do I get around that?
You are too.
Huh?
Putting it the wrong height, buddy.
It's that height did it say? It said between 2 and 2 3/8.
I don't know.
Cut it
Is
down.
it not cutting? It looks like it's cutting.
Not getting any percent. There it is. I guess I was cutting too high the whole time. Okay. Never mind, chat. First time, why did you just send me some like bear we can rent?
What?
He wants to rent a bear and stage a TikTok video and make billions of dollars.
You gotten those lower thirds out of there yet?
Yeah, I got them.
You used them yet?
Not yet, no.
They're 8-second clips. All I have to do is drag and drop in.
Yeah. Yeah, you know how much work that is, Carson? Man. For gases, holy cow. Y'all seen the flooding in New York, by the way?
Oh, dang.
Dude.
Yeah. The TD Ameritrade Park, where like the Yankees affiliate team plays.
Okay.
Like halfway up their lower bowl, and like the whole stadium's like underwater.
Really?
I'll go find the picture.
Dude, it is bad. Like the water running down into the subway is like, dude, what are what are you supposed to do with that? Like, you can't fight that kind of water. You're gonna drown.
Yeah.
Like, holy Hannah Montana, it's crazy.
Oh, SpaceX got a custom crane coming to him, by the way. You see pictures of that?
No.
Someone spotted a track on a heavy transport in like Germany, and it's a big like crawler track with the SpaceX X on it.
Really?
Yeah, and then Elon found it on Twitter, and he's like, "Yeah, we got a new crane coming."
Oh. Wonder
And
if
it
it'll
looks
be
like it's gonna be a pretty big crane.
I wonder if it'll be the biggest one in the world.
No.
Plugger, how's it going? Welcome back, sir. How are you doing this evening? Hopefully all is well. That's crazy though, Metallic. Alright, up my speed a little bit. Okay, not that much. This game really needs cruise control. I'm sorry, it does. It really does. Cruise control? Plugger, can you mod me cruise control for this game?
Where'd Leonard go?
Set up wifey's computer.
He can wait.
I said, yay, we get to listen to her scream in 7 days. And he's let's start laughing. Scuba Doo, what's going on? Doug? Plow? They're going to get the rotator.
Will
for
definitely
space.
get you yelling.
7 days, Will?
Oh,
Yeah, she gets yelling with her friend. Or they play Ark, too. They yell a lot at Ark. It's really funny.
I'm surprised you haven't tried that game out yet.
Yeah, I know. I'm about to play Rust again here soon.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, Carson, you don't know that, yeah? Actually, Carson, you really don't know this, but like we're gonna open it up to people from chat, so.
I'm just saying, chat, if I'm not here, don't blow up my phone or I'm not letting you in.
I'm gonna blow it up.
I'm just gonna ban you out of
I was talking to a couple people today that were like interested in playing.
Yeah,
So.
I guess I can work on getting it going again.
I don't know how soon. It's not
I
don't
won't work
know.
on getting it going.
tomorrow. What? Tomorrow? Question mark?
Jesus.
Okay, JC. I see you, buddy.
I forgot what that
I forgot that was an alert. I haven't heard it in a minute. JC, thank you so much for the 20 gifted. Chat, can we get like some like present emotes or something in chat for JC, please?
I think I've got something.
JC, one of the longest running supporters of the channel. Just saying. Appreciate you, buddy. I know you're not going to talk in chat, but I appreciate you, buddy, very much. Thank you, sir. I hope the crops are looking good for you guys this year. I'm just saying, he'll talk to Carson, though. Watch. He won't talk to me. He'll talk to Carson. I hope everything is looking good for you guys this year on the farm, JC. You know when you're trying to look at something in chat and it keeps moving?
I mean, technically, that kind of like was... Because it is September, so like...
It is September. It is September, by the way, chat. So gift subs are 20% off our brand new subs. 20% off right now for September. So JC doing big things for Puma Plow and saving money. Yeah. Colin, what's going on?
Money at Twitch.
Let's have a party. We can rent a bear. Seriously though, for reals, JC, one of the biggest supporters of the channel over the years. Long time supporter of the channel. Much appreciate you, JC, as always, buddy. Thank you. Coming in with 20 gifted. Wow. It's crazy, man. We're almost at 200 subs right now, by the way, chat. Throwing that out there. Thank you, Plugger, for reposting that, because I totally missed that. What times he's doing that? I want to tune in for that. Unless I'm streaming. I totally missed. I saw that you commented something, and it just went off the screen. So.
I heard it, and I looked up, and like chat was like actually completely different than what it last was when I looked. So I was like, oh, something just happened.
But thank you, Plugger. 1 or 2 p.m. I will try to make it. I will try to make it. You know, I'll lurk. Let's be real.
Yeah, shocker.
I know,
oh,
right?
that's loud.
We're gonna rent a bear, apparently, chat. Let's go.
How much is this?
Dude, I don't know, but I could just have a bear like chilling behind me while I'm streaming. How cool would that be?
Okay, but like, why do you need to rent a bear?
I don't know.
Like,
the bear looks friendly, so does his handler. He's not wrong. I saw the picture. She didn't look too bad.
I would say, is he like a complete crackhead or something?
Static fire complete for Starlink later this month. Nice, Trent.
Okay.
That would be Pog. Just have a grizzly bear chilling behind me while I'm streaming. Dude, I would stand out on Twitch, wouldn't I?
Oh, yeah.
So I love that Timmy's lights today, by the way, are red now. I was like, really, Timmy? Come on. But okay. All right, Plugger. All good. Appreciate you, sir. Thanks for saying hi. And have fun with your lurking and your map setting up. That's awesome. That is awesome. We'll have to get a public link, Carson, so when people wonder on Saturday where they can get the map, we'll have to get that from Papa Smurf.
Okay.
I'm assuming he'll post it somewhere. That's like his Facebook or something. Maybe. I don't know. We'll figure that out. We'll figure that out, right, Carson?
We. Yeah. Surprised you didn't say we either.
I met you. Don't worry.
PlowKid15 just resubscribed for 28 months. Hashtag Mode.
That's right, Plow Kid. How have you been? It's been a minute since I've seen you in chat either. Plow Kid, thank you so much for the 28 months. Welcome back, sir.
Or I'll just come back.
I know, dude, there's been a lot of people here lately, Puff, that have come back. What's new? Just, you know, apparently I'm renting a bear. That's all. They have monkeys too? Bro.
Oh, monkey.
Monkey all day long over a bear, right?
100%.
Yeah. I just left clippings there. My apologies. Man, I want...
If you could get a lemur?
I want a monkey. Yeah, sit on my shoulder. Wait, that's a pirate or a parrot. I want a parrot to sit on my shoulder while I stream. I got you, Plowkid. I think everybody's just been busy lately, man. I really do. Like, it's just been, it's been... You okay, Carson?
Yeah, I uploaded it and then I forgot to like add like a background
You're
song
putting it on
to it.
TikTok
Like,
right now?
why wouldn't I?
I don't know. Next is for Doug and Zero to be on stream together. Hi. Carson, can you... Carson, I know you're busy with TikTok.
What?
Can you go to that link that first time just whispered me and screen cap the picture, or like get that, just that picture, and post it in Discord, please, immediately? The monkey's 3K per event?
What?
Bro, I need to buy a monkey.
Which one?
The last link, the very top picture.
The one with like
The dude. The dude.
I want just the image.
Yeah. Why does he look like that?
Kind of weird to just throw in like space though. So I'm change
Get a lap dog? No, I'm good. Chat, Discord right now. If you don't do it, there's something wrong with you. What is that guy? Why? Why is that a thing? I feel like that needs to be on like an episode of Conan O'Brien or something. Or like Jimmy Fallon. I don't know, one of those guys.
Gotta wait to update.
Oh my god. And hold on, concrete powder for a local company. Wow. Wow, wow.
Well, there was. Did you hear about the wreck with the concrete powder recently?
Oh my goodness. That is... I just... The guy's so happy. Man, if I'm ever having a bad day, I'm gonna go find that picture and just look at it and laugh at it, you know? Colin enjoyed the lurk. I'm just gonna enjoy that photo if I'm having a bad day, you know? Why is that a
Kid's
thing?
face.
I know. Fire Shadow, or not Fire, yeah, Fire Shadow. It's going great, man. It's going great. How's it going with you? Just mowing. Mowing. Oh, that is just... I didn't laugh quite as much as when I made fun of Doug, but that's still pretty funny.
That's up there, man.
Yeah, the kids like, get this thing away from me, and the dude's like, the dude's so into it. Oh my goodness.
Hey,
You want
Carson,
to pet a monkey?
What?
did you see the potential upset until injury?
Uh-oh.
Yeah, the what? Minnesota and Michigan.
The Minnesota Ohio State game?
Yeah. When I went out at half, it was 14-10. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Puma plowing.
How many monkeys can we fit on the farm? Probably a lot. Dad owns like 5 acres.
Professional monkey farmers?
Dude. I'm turning my turning my farm into a monkey farm. Wait. There's probably some law against that, right? Like you can only have like 1.5 monkeys per person in Missouri or something weird like that.
1.5?
Yeah, 1.5 per person. Yeah. It's Missouri, you never know, you know? But like, you know.
Okay, Johnny.
Fire Shadow, I'm doing great, by the way.
Here.
Doing great.
Peace.
Man. Rain and Fire Shadow, nice. How many monkeys does it take to paint a fence? Oh. Hey, chat, new TikTok's up. Go check it out. Links in the chat. They bite really hard. Pepper, welcome in, bud. How are you? Oh, man. Whatever that is. Yeah, first time.
Want to know a crazy law in Missouri?
What's that?
There's a certain type of monkey that are free to bite children all they want.
A certain type of monkey that are free to bite children in Missouri?
I can't say the name of the monkey. It's
Oh.
Macaque.
I gotcha. That is weird. Got you, Pepper. All good, buddy. You guys know I appreciate the lurkers, you know? As IR1, okay? IR1. Wait. I think the redneck just came out of me even more. Yeah. Kind of funny. You know, they have laws about like how much moonshine you can make in Missouri for your own use. You know, if you need to like clean your floors, run your truck, whatever, you know. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
You can consume it, just can't sell it.
Yeah. You can buy a pretty sweet little just like still on Amazon too. Might have looked it up one time. Not that I was gonna do it. Yeah. There's a guy
had that idea.
There's a guy that makes moonshine and drops off some for dad at work all the time, and dad like doesn't drink it. He had like a sip of it a while back when the guy brought some. There again, he doesn't sell it; he just gives it to him. It's okay. By the way, this would be awful mowing IRL. With the rain and everything right now, this grass is like way tall. It'd be terrible. Throwing that out there. Absolutely terrible.
I'm whispering this because I don't know if this is close to you or not.
Okay.
That's kind of funny.
There's a cat, man.
Where'd you? Oh, you sent that. Can you send that to John once so I can open it real quick?
Oh,
I can't open it on that computer. Yeah, I forget what the legal thing is in Missouri. I googled it one night during a ghost stream.
What the?
To be completely honest, I did.
Just open your wrist like. God, what? Alec, Jesus.
Yeah, right. Wait. F's over here googling monkeys now.
What?
Lady has 3 emotional support monkeys. She's in a legal battle.
Yeah.
Welcome to Missouri. That's all I have to say. Welcome to Missouri.
Farm sim. Yeah,
Fire Shadow, you'd
farm
love to
sim.
have some real moonshine again. Nice. Never tried it. I've never had moonshine.
Oh, it's so good.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Never had.
Big field fertilizing done.
Oh, they talk about her on the radio all the time first time? Oh. Maybe it is in this part of the state, though. Huh.
That's what it sounded kind of close to you, so that's
I
why
gotcha.
whispered.
I just saw the headline. I was like, that's great. Funny. That is amusing. Emotional support monkeys. I mean, I guess that's a thing. I don't know. I have emotional support video games. Nobody can take those away from me. Or emotional
I think
support
I broke the
tractor.
game.
Did you break the server again? What else is new?
Oh, you've lost $1 million since you've streamed last. Just so you know.
Since like 520, we've lost $1 million.
Yeah.
Love it. Love to see it. That's a lot.
And none of it's been to like new equipment, land, or anything.
Our seed even has it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You're following
We
cars.
got probably a field and a half seeded.
Oh, wow.
Oh, we've actually got 2 fields seeded. 2.5. 3. 3.5.
Make up your mind, bro.
Well, I keep looking and like kept moving the map around. And, yeah, I decided 3.5.
Metallic, you wish Carson could follow you back. Are you trying to go
Remember the
follow for
last-
follow right now?
Remember last time someone like was like demanding me a follow back?
Yeah, they got banned, didn't they?
Yeah, you got banned.
Yeah. It's twice today. Metallic's on it.
I'm
Watch
just
out,
saying,
buddy.
you do you.
Yeah,
Right.
you do you, boo.
The last guy that said for me to follow him back, got banned.
He did, actually, yeah.
And then I denied his follow request.
Shocker.
I don't even know who it was.
We talked about that the other day. That, like... or we talked about that today, about the, like, unbanned requests.
Oh, that you don't know where they're at.
I have
or
no
what
idea where
you're
they're at
saying?
on Twitch.
Yeah.
Carson handles them. No idea. I trust my mods, you know? Trust them.
There's gonna be a lot of corn.
That's a lot of corn.
Wonder
Can you
how many
really-
soybeans do we have?
Oh, what's up, Pep?
I don't
Can
even.
you really trust an OU fan though?
Fair play.
Never mind.
I'm gonna fire Carson, but first I have to have him change all the passwords so he doesn't know them. Oh, wait.
Yes.
Wait. If you change them, then I won't know them. Uh-oh.
Wait.
Bad idea.
Ooh.
I'm in danger, chat.
Ooh.
Carson, if you did that, I would be coming to Oklahoma and kicking your butt, just so you know.
I'm gonna go hide off the Snapchat then.
Yes, I'll find you on Snap Maps.
Go in lurk mode now, boys.
Do I trust Carson as far as I could throw him? I mean, he's kind of built like a twig, so I bet I could throw him pretty far.
Bravo 6 going dark.
He was probably more of a twig before they got that Taco Bell in town.
I made that Taco Bell stay in business.
Because of you, the owner of that Taco Bell's like, we can open another store.
There's one like in my neighborhood. The end of the road.
Wow. Carson's like, man, some Taco Bell sounds good. Let me walk outside.
Yeah, let me like go out the window and just yell at him. Hey,
Ah, you order on the app. Oh,
delivery.
it's not delivery. It's Taco Bell.
Oh.
Wait. It's not delivery. It's Bajorn Home. My bad.
Yes.
Bajorn Home. Definitely Bajorn Home.
Oh no.
But
I just had a follow me guy.
yeah.
Like I just jumped the train track
Uh-huh.
and I looked back and there's a train there.
Yeah.
And I don't know where that follow me guy just ended up.
So earlier today, one of the clips I got today,
Uh-huh.
I had follow me guys behind me, and I turned around and I was like, oh, they're stuck at the train track. Okay, whatever. The gates went down. But he was stuck between the two gates, tractor and a fertilizer.
And the train came.
And then the train plowed, and, well, it was kind of funny. So, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Like, RIP that fertilizer spreader, hey. And then I had to reset it. It's actually empty at the homestead. It's probably still on follow me, or auto drive.
What is? Where's it at?
I sent it home, wherever home's at.
Oh, the new. Oh, it's been already put away and used. Then.
Oh, okay.
It's a fertilizer spreader.
It's one of the red ones, yeah.
Yeah, they're both just parked up now.
Was
yeah,
it a line?
I just parked the empty one.
Okay, yeah, it's an empty one, yeah.
They just got done.
Wow.
Everything's done except for some lime and some seed.
Fine. I'll be in there after. Be around the computer for a while tonight. I got editing to do.
Me too.
I should make a video from there, huh?
Ooh.
There's really nothing to make a video of from that server.
Doing
so
what?
I don't know.
I don't know what you... Like a
I don't know,
high
I'm
speed
kind
a field
of-
getting planted?
I'm kind of almost at a spot right now where I'm like done with both series.
Yeah.
Because the Millennial one, I put out like 57 or something, 58. I'm only
Yeah.
supposed to do or 48.
What map are you gonna switch to?
I don't think I am.
No, you're done with Let's Plays?
I might be, because like there's not that much time, and there is.
I mean,
I
could
almost
find
rather
that,
focus
maybe.
on Michigan right now.
yeah.
And then,
Michigan's been kind of ignored.
I mean, I've done big stuff in there. I did big stuff in there on Tuesday.
Well, I mean, like, other than Tuesday, like...
Yeah.
I mean, it's also not this kind of map right now,
No,
though.
and there's going to be a lot of work to do on Michigan, even with the big equipment we have on there. There's still
Dude,
gonna be
I
a lot
went
of
in
work.
there and all the hemp's ready.
I know. Dude, I forgot hemp was like a 3-day crop.
Oh. So you fast time?
I fast timed forever the other night.
Yeah.
So.
I keep forgetting that. That map's gonna be different. Dude, imagine if we had hemp on, this.
On Madison County?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I will say, you know, you got a DM from Plugger yesterday.
Yeah, I got like 6 of them one night.
We need to put at least the cedar on there probably, if not everything he sent.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, he sent me a whole bunch of things.
Yeah, he was sending them to me too at the same time. Is that Plugger guy's just awesome like that, you know?
Seed Hawk, a big X,
Something about a silage compactor too.
the cutter for it,
I was like, heck yeah.
forage, like the forage wagon, but it like unloads of 5 million liters in like milliseconds, I guess, probably. And then a silage compactor that probably weighs a lot and then does a lot, dude.
Probably weighs nothing and does a lot.
Yeah.
I'm there for it, you know?
Like, whatever.
The challenge was put out to fill the bunker. It was not put out to not use mods, so
Right.
I'm down. I am there for it. So yeah. Definitely. Well, I'm assuming if Matt's in Saturday, he said he would be cutting trees.
Yeah.
Possibly have a couple brush chippers running because there are a ton of trees that we can take out.
I saw the. I went in there and tabbed through when I went to finish.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't want to make like field courses in there because like a course to the field because I don't know where like all of our fields are gonna be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I don't know.
I wouldn't worry about that stuff right
Like I just kind of like finished up some sell points and then retweaked the one going into like the bin and stuff. I think.
now. Yeah. Sean, we are definitely going to use mods, buddy. We're only playing that map for like 6 weeks. So, or 6 Saturdays. This will be the first Saturday coming up. So. And then we're going to play, What's Your Doodle after that.
It's great how it's a big grid. It's so easy to set up auto track.
Yeah. Thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome on in. How's it going? We're going to play,
sections were a mess.
Ringwood after that. Now, Ringwood will probably go away from like any OP mods.
Oh,
We might
like
even
back
go
where-
in-game.
Really?
Wouldn't that
To
be
end
cool?
it? And
Yeah, just like
Not even-
no collision camera, GPS, and multiple missions.
on Nagawagon.
Maybe. Maybe a Lime Dogger Wagon, yeah.
But we're on this one. Okay.
That would be kind of cool to go like old school. Or like
Dude,
the last map.
It will run so much better.
I know, right?
Not even like a fast combine head or anything. Just
Probably not.
straight up.
Regular size map, you don't really need that stuff, you know?
Oh, true. It is right.
Yeah.
Well, all we've done is played Forex recently.
I know, it's so weird for us too, because normally we don't really play a lot of Forest,
Yeah.
especially on servers.
Yeah.
And that's all we've been doing lately, so it's very odd. But it's fun, man. It's been a lot of fun so far, or here recently.
We could. I got an idea for when 22 comes out.
I
got
think
an
so,
idea.
Metallic, yeah.
After stream, I'll tell you this idea, or I'll
Alright.
probably forget it. I need to write it down somewhere, or like put a note on the computer somewhere.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
Sean. So basically the way we figure is we have 6 weeks to play Michigan. We'll have 6 weeks to play Ringwood. But that also might include like Tuesdays and Thursday streams too, because like the other maps, I'm kind of, you know, I'm not saying I'm done with Madison County yet, but that's
You're
not gonna
almost.
be too long, because like
You've got maybe like 2 more okay sized fields to make, then you're kind of done.
yeah, and
And then you might do 1 or 2 big harvests, which theoretically would be like a stream and a half.
yeah, that map's just kind of run out of stuff to do, so kind of crazy.
Okay.
So yeah,
So I
but
started-
Michigan's we'll be on Michigan for a while, and it'll be definitely Tuesday streams and possibly Thursday here soon.
So that small field on the left side, middle of the map right there, like 76, 75, all that.
Yeah.
That just got its seeder going. The middle, top middle, center one.
Yeah.
It's about halfway done. The top right's still getting plowed out. And the big field's getting lined right now.
Well,
That's where the server's at.
normal's boring, but I mean it. We haven't been normal in a long time on farms. Let's see, we're not
Been a
normal,
minute, bro.
but we haven't played with like either limited mods or no mods in a while. We've played with modded combines and modded trucks like forever, you know.
True.
Oh, hey Leonard, welcome back.
That
So I'm
I don't know,
thinking,
then.
I think Ringwoods will go with no mods, or
Yeah.
like 5 mods, also like scripts.
Yeah. Like
So-
the basic map and what it needs.
Yeah, because I think we'll have to have global.
Global, and then probably the icons.
8RX.
Brooks.
Ooh.
Want Brooks on there?
So maybe
Or
not.
do you want to go like
Dude, we
in
can
game?
log. We're gonna have to actually log on Michigan a little bit. Because
Yeah,
there's a
'cause
sawmill.
there's like factories in it.
Yeah, there's a sawmill up there. We can.
Dude,
chop
I was
stuff up.
like looking into that stuff when I was working on it. There's
Yeah.
a lot to that map.
Yeah.
Like you can make like pallets and everything. It's
Yeah.
the whole thing.
Special
Got
Pat.
flashbacks.
It is going great, sir. Own business is great. Despite the rain, this is kind of a... We're cutting a lot of grass on this yard, which is fine. I got my deck set a little
Hey.
lower than I need to be. What's up,
Johnny.
Leonard?
Um,
Hello?
hello?
What's up?
Buffering effect off of TikTok. Insert it right there.
Yeah. Buffering, hello? You know how whenever you have your wheel set up, you have to like ratchet strap yourself to the desk?
Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
how you fix that?
Buy a
Get a
chair
carpet
that's
piece.
not on wheels.
Buy a house with carpet.
Oh.
Because it doesn't roll at all.
You have one of those like plastic mats?
Not yet, but it's probably going to have to happen.
They actually make like bamboo ones too. Have you ever seen those? Where it's like it's
Really?
basically like wood floor that it like rolls out.
Yeah.
But it's like bamboo or whatever. Yeah. They're way cool. So what you're saying is I would just sit at the desk and be stuck there forever?
Basically. That's,
All right.
That's pretty much what's happening. Dude, that is awesome, except it's $104.
Yeah, I know, right? That's why I don't have one.
Also,
I had one of the plastic chair mats down in my other room, but out here I'm on concrete, so I don't need that. Bless you.
Bless you.
She's
everybody
back,
says,
chat.
bless you.
She's back.
Hey, we all got really happy. I mean, sad that
We missed
Leonard
you.
was setting up your computer.
They said they've quote unquote missed
Wait.
you.
Wait.
Yeah, we have actually.
Shit. Leonard's wife's back.
Hey, we playing golf tonight?
I don't know.
Can?
Haven't forever.
So, I'm sure you've talked about this.
What's up?
What are your thoughts on the Max Exodus?
The whole like TikTok or not TikTok, YouTube and Twitch stuff.
Yeah.
Is it really a mass though? Who else is left?
I mean,
two big guys left, right?
that's valid. I get
Okay.
Yeah,
But
that's,
like,
But like Closey
They're-
can't leave.
yeah,
Okay.
he's locked in for a bit.
He signed a contract apparently like 4 months ago with Twitch. Hence why he bought that like $10 million house or whatever and that McLaren, you know?
yeah.
But anyway.
His car's nice.
Nick Merckx, I don't think he can leave for a while.
I think it expires this year though.
Does it?
It's a 3-year contract. He
Oh.
signed in 19.
You know, that TikTok or whatever, I mean, it sounds like he just re-signed a new one. We just don't know who with yet.
Oh.
But like
I don't know.
When Lupo and Tim were like Halby and Callie,
everybody
and
knew
they
it was
came
gonna
back
happen.
for like 3 days and then they went back.
Yeah, everybody knew what was going on. Let's be real.
Yeah, I mean, when you can Google like how long's their contract last for,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know something's about to happen.
I understand why they would go to YouTube. I don't see it being a thing for me, at least at this point. You know?
I mean, that's not where I was going.
Okay. Just in general, what do I think about it?
Yeah, I was just, no, I wasn't saying, hey, I think you should switch.
So, I watched Steve Drums the other day. You know, Seth Drums.
Yes.
And he was like sad that like Timmy left, you know, and he's like, of course I'll still watch the guy. But he's like, he's like, I can never like be hosted by Tim again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I mean, I've never been hosted by Tim, obviously, never would be, but like, it's kind of sad that he's not here anymore. You know, he's been on the platform for like 9 years.
Dude, watching Lupo's first one on YouTube was a little weird, not gonna lie.
I was watching Timmy today for like half an hour before I streamed, and I didn't like it. It's not the same.
What?
The chat's awful.
The chat's awful.
Yeah.
But the YouTube mobile app overall is way better than the
Well,
100.
I mean,
And the best thing I think YouTube has going for it is the ability to rewind live streams. Like,
yeah.
Okay. You know what
That's
else is?
handy.
I think
heard-
it's like up to 12 hours you can go back.
I heard Tim talking about that today. Where like,
Okay.
and then
but,
they
like,
do have clips now on Twitch or on YouTube. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
yeah.
Your channel has them.
I didn't know that.
Hey John,
Hey.
I think both your channels have
Oh,
them.
I didn't know that was the thing. But I mean,
It's even
I
on like just videos too.
Oh, it's just on
get
videos? That's interesting.
I get why they would go. Obviously, money is going to be involved for those guys going.
Sure.
You know, even if they say it wasn't, you know it is. You know they signed a fat contract with Twitch.
No, they didn't.
Or with
They
YouTube.
didn't just wake up one day and was like, you know,
Yeah,
I think I'll switch.
yeah. It's not because they got tired of the hate raids. Like this kind of stuff takes months to happen. You know?
The way Lupo talked, his was like 2 days.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I'm just wondering how Lupo's going to handle not getting $1 million check from Twitch every year for St. Jude's.
I had that thought too.
I was
YouTube
talking.
will.
I mean, YouTube might. Maybe that's part of his contract. I don't know.
That'd be kind
could
of
be.
weird, but okay.
Huh?
It'd be weird just like knowing you'll get that like as a contract.
I mean, it
piece.
could be though.
Could be.
He's a charitable guy. You never know.
Very,
Very. Yeah. No, he's awesome. Lupo's great.
very.
I don't know. I mean,
Dude,
It's kinda
if he
sad to
does
see him
his
go.
One thing that also like YouTube has over Twitch is you can go over 1080 60.
yeah, but most people don't care about that. Most people don't care. Most people aren't watching on a 4K monitor anyway. Most people don't want to see my dumb face in 4K anyway.
Well, who streams in 4K
Valid.
because of the latency?
But
these
you know what I
days
mean.
on-
Like nobody's watching in more than 1080 anyway.
I wouldn't watch you in 1080.
Exactly.
Your computer can't even handle it.
But whatever. I'm streaming the 1080 right now. Calm down, son. 1080 60. Get on my level.
All right,
I'm watching you in 1080 and Lupo in 1440 right now.
Okay. All right. Bet his stream looks better because he's not playing Lawn Mowing Simulator.
Why playing Tarkov, isn't it?
Probably.
That is playing Tarkov.
But I don't know. I just like Steve Drum said. It's just kind of sad to see him go. You know, obviously you're
Yeah,
happy for him. He's got to do what's best for him and his family and all that stuff. But like, it kind of sucks to see him go.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, if you were in Tim's footsteps, would have you signed that deal to go to YouTube?
I don't know what the terms of the deal were.
Honestly,
Probably a lot of money.
correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm not even sure. Like, you can like talk about it, but like as a partner, don't you have to hit like a streaming quota to keep partner status, or is that
No.
I mean, if you don't,
No.
Because they Lupo talked a lot about how switching to YouTube was going to allow him to not have to stream so much. Like he could take evenings off.
Okay.
Well, that's what, that might be their contract.
Maybe
though.
part of their contract.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So when you get partner, you agree to terms of service, but I wouldn't say that there's like I didn't sign a contract, you know?
Right.
Does that make sense?
Right.
Maybe like an e-signature thing, but I don't remember doing that, honestly. The biggest thing when you become well, it's even an affiliate, is like all your tax stuff done right, you know?
Sure.
Because if you don't do that, then you're not going to get paid.
Right.
But my quote contract with Twitch is and nothing like their contracts with Twitch. If I don't stream for a month, I don't lose my partnership. They may have had stipulations about how much they had to stream in their contracts. I don't know.
You know, because
here's the thing.
He was talking the other day about, you know, his son's 6 now, and he's like, you know, I want to, you know, if I don't want to stream one evening and just, you know, go hang out with my son because he's staying up later now, like I could just go do that.
Oh, so maybe their contracts did have a hour clause in it or something. I don't know.
Or it could be a money thing.
Yeah.
Because, like, technically, well, do they collect, like, a, quote, salary from Twitch, or do they... Because, like, if they're not streaming, do they still get paid?
I mean, I think they do.
I would
like,
assume they get, like, a hourly or monthly, quote, salary, yes.
Because, like, technically, if John doesn't stream for a month...
I just don't get... You guys aren't going
and
to
no
sub.
one, like, resubs or, like, bits or anything, he doesn't get, like...
Yeah,
I don't money out of it.
I don't, quote, get paid by Twitch. Those guys were probably getting paid by Twitch.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they are, because, I mean, isn't that, like, you know, whenever, like, Ninja went to Mixer, you know, he signed a $30 million contract or whatever.
Yeah,
like, I'm pretty sure that's what they have.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, Pepper, they can play together again, and the only reason they couldn't is because Doc's banned on Twitch. It had nothing to do with, like, where Tim was streaming, per se, I guess.
They played together today, actually.
They did. It was all 4 of them, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't watch. I was streaming, but I saw a clip where, like, Tim killed people and, like, Doc was yelling at him. It was great.
He
was with, like, the 2 cars.
He pit maneuvered. Yeah, he pit maneuvered Kurt's car.
Yeah, and Kurt's like, that's 100% on Tim. He just wouldn't stop saying it. It was so funny. But yeah, so I mean, I'm not at that level of partner where I quote get paid by Twitch to stream here. You know, that's the big guys.
Well, I mean, like I knew that, but I didn't know if you had some kind of like hourly or, you know, monthly quota you had to meet or weekly or something.
So the 3 requirements for partner is like so many days. Stream on Twitch like so many days, so many hours, and then on 75 viewers. Like average of 75 viewers over like 30 days. That's it. And the 75 viewers is the hardest part by far. The time and the like the days, that's easy. 75 viewers is awful.
Become partner, right?
To become partner. Once you're partner, you don't lose it unless you violate like terms of service. But like technically, if I were to go stream on YouTube and like make money over there, I could technically lose my check mark. But like,
yeah,
you know, there's a channel that does that and hasn't lost his check mark yet. So yeah.
Because like once their contract expires, so does their their affiliate and checkmark leave.
Hold out
once their
for
contracts expire.
Yes, but I don't have a quote expiration date on the thing that I agreed to with Twitch, if that makes sense. Not to my knowledge, anyway.
Yeah.
Did I really like read that stuff? No, I just hit next. I want my check mark. That way I can go into people's chat and scare people, you know? Happened, chat. Happened. So, no, I mean, like I said, though, it's kind of sad to see him go, and that's really my thoughts on it. It's like,
yeah,
it will.
We hadn't got to talk about it, so I was just curious.
I get you. Steve Drums, when he started streaming the other day, man, he was playing like some compilation videos of like his interactions with Twitch or with Tim.
Yeah.
And like even people while Seth was streaming, they would go donate and promo Seth. And he's like freaking out. He's like, guys, I'm streaming. That's not me. It was so funny. Like you should try. I don't know if they're like public on YouTube or not, but they are hilarious.
Yeah.
There's like 10 minutes and it was just, I was crying laughing at it. It was so funny. So, yeah. That's basically my thoughts. I don't know.
Like when Tim was doing like his intro thing, like his little intro for his stream, Seth did like a 250. He's like, just because you jump platforms still doesn't mean I can't self promo over
Seth
here.
his chat told him to do that yesterday.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you guys gonna reimburse me? And they're all like, no. I thought about throwing like, I thought about throwing Seth like $10 and be like, here you go. Here's your advertising budget for tomorrow. I thought about it. I will say though, my Twitch Prime sub went to Seth Drums.
Oh, I'm like all those like Nick and Cloaksy.
Oh, dude,
like
Nick,
are rolling in Prime.
Dude,
subs
Nick had
right
almost
now.
100,000 subs yesterday.
Oh,
He was at like 99,000 subs.
Kim?
Like, no.
Kim got to
Yeah,
12,000 subs in the first hour today.
Yeah, I heard he had
Members.
he had like almost 30,000 in like an hour and a half or something
That's
stupid.
freaking ridiculous.
Yeah. Like, I mean, good for Tim, you know, like I really hope it works out for him and everything, you know. I wish the best for the guy, obviously. I think he's funny. Will I watch him as much? Probably not. But I didn't watch Doc when Doc went over. I used to watch Doc a ton on Twitch. So I just don't think of YouTube as a live streaming platform personally.
Yeah, right at the end of Nick Merck's last stream.
Yeah.
He had 78,000
Oh,
subs.
that's a lot
And
of subs.
That number's probably doubled since Lupo and
Dude,
Tim left.
Closey had like 25,000 people watching him yesterday,
Yeah.
which is a lot for Closey.
His tweet cracked me up. It's like, hey, a lot of open Prime subs coming up.
Yeah. Seth was talking about making his title like Twitch the Tap Man Refugees Welcome Here or something like that. He's like, I just didn't want to stir the pot. I was like, that's great. Like, please do that.
Hey Leonard, don't do that.
Don't do it, Leonard.
Okay. Hey, guess what?
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 Your boy has gig fiber. I know I haven't reminded you in like 10 minutes, so you needed reminded.
Chat, listen to this guy. Bragging about his internet again. Here we go.
Did you get the golf cart home yet?
Did you drive the golf cart across town?
No, I hauled it. That
Did
was
you?
legit like one of the first things. No, it wasn't one of the first things we took, but it's.
I said, please tell me you drove down, like across town with like you in the golf cart, like in the passenger seat was like your computer, and like on the in like the back you just had the missus sitting where like the clubs.
Dude, no cap.
Uh-huh.
When I moved my computer, I buckled it in the back seat.
I mean, I don't blame you. And
When
then
we
Miss
moved
Miss
from
Leonard's
Nebraska-
computer sat on the roof on the way over.
I would say, what'd you do? Tie its power cable up to like the exhaust on a car or something?
Just drag it. I've seatbelted in like stuff like that before. Yeah, I've definitely done that.
I literally
Nebraska, I put the
like
computer back
12
in its
blocks.
box and
12 blocks.
seatbelted it in.
Still, I would have seatbelted.
Yeah.
You never know what can happen in 12 blocks. You know,
Dude,
never know.
especially like city streets, because like probably some like big bumps and like craters in them, you know.
All right, chat. Race to the. Oh, that's a view. That's a view. Okay, get out of that view. I don't like you. Here we go.
I went to the old house yesterday for the first time in a couple days.
That wrinkly thing.
Yeah.
Dude, that whole house could fit in my kitchen and living room.
Wow, special pet. Wow, buddy. That's funny, Leonard. Wow, special pet. All right, boys. It is 10:22, and I was only going to stream till 10, so I
Look at you, overachiever.
dude, I made money. Look at me. Look at me, chat. I made money. Can we buy a lawnmower yet?
No.
How much? Oh, I don't have a slot either. I could sell a lawnmower probably.
Probably still the little night thing.
Yeah, that's okay. We will hang out
Or
for
repay
now.
your loan.
I mean, what fun is that though, Carson? I have 11,200 not freedom dollars.
How do you have that much money? It's not.
Because Buddy
spent.
just did a job worth like $3,000.
Oh.
Just saying.
You haven't spent it yet?
Is this one pretty much there, Dom? Yeah. Yeah. All right. I will be back in TeamSpeak in a minute.
In 5 minutes.
Okay,
10
bye.
minutes,
Those of you watching over on YouTube, have a great rest of your day. And as always, toodles.